Hi guys, thanks for taking a break from TikTok long enough to tune into school. I'm on it, really. And today's drawing is going to be of a kayak drifting off across the lake into a sunset. And the reason that I'm drawing that is because I actually got a request for it. And I love getting requests and emails because really the things that I want to draw are the things that you want to draw. And the best way for me to know what you want to draw is when I get requests and emails. And also, it makes me very happy because it lets me know that at least someone out there is watching. So if you're ready, we'll get started with our kayak drawing. Now, I'm going to do my drawing entirely in crayon today because I think it's going to save some time, but I would strongly recommend that you draw it in pencil first, see if you like it, and you can erase mistakes, and then afterwards you can add color if you want to. I'm going to start near the bottom of my picture and just a little bit off center, because when you put things right in the middle of your picture, it's kind of a boring layout. And I'm going to put kind of a rectangle here. I'm rounding the edges a little bit, but I'm taking my black crayon and I'm making pretty much a black oval. Above that, I'm going to make a rectangle. My shapes are pretty simple. And above that, a circle. That's my kayaker's head. Head, body, and kayak. Then I'm going to make this arm going up a little bit and this arm going down a little bit. And the arms look a little bit short and stubby. And the reason for that is that when you're working a kayak, you don't have your arms out like this. They're close to your body. You work with a kayak going into the water on either side. So once I have this, I'm going to have my oar going right across the body. Right here, it goes into the water a little bit. So there's one oar. And then the other oar is right here. And there's another oval or rectangle at the end of that. And just like that, easy peasy, my kayaker is finished. Next important part of this outdoor scene, and almost every outdoor scene, is the horizon. The horizon line, remember, is the line that separates the earth from the sky. In this case, it's what separates the water from the sky, because my kayaker is skimming across Lake Champlain. I'm going to add some mountains above that. And remember, the mountains that I draw, think of them as hills. Don't have them go way up and way down, like a letter M. Have them go up just a little bit and then down a little bit. Up and down just a little bit. See how easy that is? From there, I'm going to color it brown. And I'm going to take a little bit of a break so you don't have to just sit there and watch me color for the next 5 minutes. Now my mountains are painted brown or colored brown, and I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to put the sun down low in the sky because it's a sunset scene. And I want to put it a little bit off to the left so that my picture has a sense of balance. I don't want to draw everything off to this side. I've got the kayaker off to the right, so I'm going to make my sun off to the left. And I'm just going to draw a yellow circle, and then going around that, I'm going to take my orange crayon so that it shows up a little bit more. And then I'm going to color all of the sky orange. And as soon as I get my orange sky colored, I'll be right back. It's going to take a while. Might be tonight, might be tomorrow, might be sometime next week. But when my sky is orange, I'll get back to you. So now my orange sky is finished, or almost finished. And you can see that when I color with short, firm coloring strokes, not long scribbly lines, but short, firm coloring strokes. Now, just because Mr. G colors that way, does that mean that's the best way or the only way to color? Yes, that's exactly what it means. I'm just kidding. There's lots of different ways to color. But I think when you color bold and neat, it gives your picture a lot more pop and just an overall better look. But you color any way that you want to. Now, when it comes to the water, there's a little bit of a problem because water really isn't blue. Most of the time it looks blue because the sky is blue and it's reflected in the water, so it makes the water look blue. But if our sky is orange, our water probably won't be blue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to color it blue and add a little bit of orange to it, and we'll see how that looks. I'm going to start out with my yellow, and I'm just going to put some zigzags underneath. Just color quickly underneath my sun so that I remember to leave that area alone because I want to have the reflection of the sun on the water. And coloring my water is going to be much easier because those little scribbly lines that come from coloring quickly, that's okay. But I'm not going to color where my reflection is because I want it to be yellow just like the sun. But I'm going to color with long lines and short lines. But all my lines are straight across, not up and down. And just by doing that, I can make it look like soft waves on the lake. Now I could leave it just like this. And you can decide when I'm done whether you like it with just blue or if you think it looks better when I add a little bit of orange, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my orange crayon and add a little bit of orange to reflect the sky, and I'm going to fill in those white spaces with orange. Now, without getting too much into advanced color theory, orange and blue are opposite colors. When you look at a color wheel, the color orange and the color blue are opposite each other. And anytime that you add opposite colors, they get kind of brownish, which I think is going to be fitting for a sky that looks like this. In fact, while I finish coloring this, I'm going to let you take a look at a photograph of a similar scene, and you can tell me what you think. So now my kayak sunset picture is finished, except maybe just a little bit of a zigzag with my black crayon to show a little bit of the reflection or the shadow of my kayaker in the water. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try and that you have fun drawing your own. And if you have any requests of anything that you'd like to learn how to draw, please send it to me and I'll do what I can to make a video that helps you out. And until we get together again, stay creative, stay positive, stay cougar strong, and be good. We'll see you soon.